This is Home Inspector Dan, getting started this morning up on your roof. I thought I'd make a video just kind of show you some stuff. So they're definitely going to call this out. Anytime vegetation touches the home, it's got to be cut back. Cut it back at least a foot or two. It's going to come back, but you don't want it touching or any monsoon winds rubbing against the roof there. This is called a dead valley. Mineral paper cap sheet down there. I can't see the complete condition of it. There's a little bit of cracking. It's not bad. This stuff does crack out over time. More concerned about all the debris that's built up here, preventing drainage from your roof in this section. Don't see any bird poop, which is awesome in this section, but you need to clear this out. Somebody needs to come up here with a backpack blower or some type of device to get all this out. You do have bird stop, which is great to see. Let's just take a look at your underlayment in this section. So that's your underlayment. That's actually the waterproof barrier to your home. That wooden board up there is called a batten board. And we're getting a little bit of curling in that section. We get a little bit of wood broken off the batten board. It's just telling me it's aged. It's wet, water stained. Doesn't look terrible, but it is starting to curl up there on the edge. Got a little broken tile here. Attic ventilation. Got some more roof vents up here. Plumbing vent. Ventilation for bathrooms. These are for ventilation for bathrooms. Sometimes exhaust for the dryer vent. These are for plumbing ventilation, so the air can follow the water through the drain pipe. Less gurgling. You know, we called out mortar caps yesterday on the house you looked at. Yours aren't looking too bad so far. They look pretty good. So we've got two B vents. More vegetation down there, you gotta cut that back. All of that right there. So we're looking at the storm collars. We've got storm collars, that's that little metal ring around there. Those need to be on the B vents, so that's good. Don't see any issues with the B vents. Pretty sure those are for your furnaces up in the attic. This B vent right here is for water heater in the garage. You do have proper kick-out flashing installed, which is a common call out for home inspectors, so I'm glad that you've got that. And then again, these are areas of flashing that should be cleared off. If these have debris in them, any inspector is going to call that out. Parapet wall looks good. Looking for any stucco cracks or damage to any of this flat surface up here where water can get entry. Looks good though. And your scupper entry points don't have much debris built up in front of them. It's common to see a little bit of dirt, not concerning. But again, we've got debris over here that needs to be cleaned out. The rest of the roof surface looks good. I'm going to pull up another tile here on the back side of your house to see what the underlayment looks like back here. A little better. I don't see a bunch of staining or broken batten board. Let's go back here. This is just a manufacturing defect. Sometimes home inspectors call these out. It's really not that big of a concern until it creates a hole. We do have an apron around the chimney. Cricket, as they're called, so water comes down, it can go left or right from the chimney, which is good. You need to see that on anything over 30 inches wide. Yours is probably right there at 30 inches. Chimney cap doesn't look bad. All the fasteners have caulking on them, and the caulking still looks good. Stucco hole right on the side of your chimney. That'll be called out. Looks good on this side. Somebody stepped on that vent or something. It's really flat. Home inspector might call that out, but I doubt it. Let's pull up one more section over here on the east side of the property. That looks good. So I'm getting down off my ladder here on the east side of the property. This is one of the windows I was glancing at, and there's some plastic trim missing around that corner. Now, somebody might catch that and they might not catch that. It's kind of hard to see unless you're right in this position. I don't see this all the time. I think you can see your trail of ants. Goes all the way down your fascia. Got a nice line going here. So it's another reason to cut back your vegetation. They're coming up from that tree and they're coming over here. If there was no tree touching your house, there'd be no ants up here. Yeah, I see them all the way over there. They're probably going to call out ants. Probably want to treat for ants, or at least have some plan in place to do that if asked to.